As you probably know by now, the OnePlus Nord has proved itself to be a really hot contender for the best value Android device out there. But in case you're undecided on whether or not to buy it yet, here's my 5 favourite features that I think really set it apart from the current competition. Firstly is that display. It's rare enough to see an AMOLED panel at this price, but what's even more of a rarity is a 90Hz one. With the small dual camera cutout, an under-display fingerprint scanner, and a really nice bezel-less design, you'd be mistaken for thinking that this phone was at a flagship level price. It doesn't matter if you're gaming in PUBG or scrolling through the day's news, the experience with this display is seriously smooth. System-wide, 90Hz creates a natural level of motion smoothing without being too taxing on battery life. Consuming content looks great thanks to the deep black level of the AMOLED panel, the vast brightness range, and the HDR10+ certification. So it's fair to say that the screen on this phone excels it to a whole new level. For the price, it'll be pretty hard to match a display like this from other phones, and there is definitely something to be said about how good this display really is. Second up on this list is the software, Oxygen OS. Revered as one of the cleanest revisions of Android, Oxygen OS is well known for keeping true to the pure Android feel, while adding customizations and subtle adjustments here and there that change the experience massively for the better. With a focus on convenience through the various gestures and shortcuts, the inclusion of task-specific modes like the reading mode that can help prevent eye strain, all the way through to the endless customization of accent colors and system UI styles, Oxygen OS is by far one of the most enjoyable Android experiences, and there's a reason why so many people talk about just how much they love it. With Oxygen OS, you can have 2 installations of one app to separate accounts for apps such as WhatsApp. You can choose your own accent color that will apply system-wide, disable icons from appearing in the status bar. The possibilities are literally endless with Oxygen OS, and it is what makes a OnePlus device so special. Third up on this list is Warp Charge 30T. In just 30 minutes you can go from 0 to 70% according to the website, more than enough to get you through a day of moderate use. Just imagine, you wake up and you realise you've left your phone unplugged overnight. That's not a problem, just plug it in whilst you get ready for the day, and it'll be ready when you are. Warp Charge 30T can do it, and it's just as easy as plugging in the phone and letting the technology do the rest. Something that many people don't consider with mid-range smartphones is the quality of the haptics, and it's an area that many phones in this price range tend to struggle to do well. Thankfully this isn't the case for the OnePlus Nord, as the haptics are another area in which this phone really shines. Without being too echoey or weak, the haptics feel nicely tuned with only a little bit of reverb throughout the body of the phone. Typing with haptic feedback enabled feels really satisfying. The small system feedback for fingerprint unlock and adjusting the ring slider, there's something very premium feeling about the haptics on this phone, and it's almost as if they become an entire selling point for the phone on their own. And finally, the cameras are a huge reason to consider buying this phone. With rear focal lengths to suit every situation and selfie cameras that can fit everyone in a group, it's impressive how good each and every one of these cameras on this phone actually is. From macro photography with the ultra macro lens or the 2x crop mode, all the way to the ultra wide landscape capabilities, it's impressive just how fully fledged the cameras are. The colour reproduction, sharpness and overall tone of each photo is natural and eye-catching, and for the price I don't think there's anything worth complaining about here. One of the best features, which is pretty uncommon to see on phones of this price range, is the Pro Photo mode, in which you get full manual control over the main wide camera, with the ability to shoot RAW photos and get the most flexibility that a phone can offer from its cameras. For everything OnePlus have included here, there's clearly such great value coming from this phone in every aspect, from its performance to the tiniest details. For the price, it's clearly one of the most well-rounded devices out there, and it's hard to find better value for money from any smartphone that's out there right now.